video right here will walk you through step by step how to build your booth, and as well as best practices during the event. And we also have other FAQs right here. And then
so if you are unmuted, please at this time mute yourself so that there's no background music, background sound. Thank you.
okay, and then right here you have step-by-step instructions and text as well. So it's all the way down to being able to pull the reports after the event. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is going to want to click on the profile, and then you're going to want to click edit. All of this information right here, except for the websites gathered when you register the booth on the platform. Then right down here, you have the organizational overview. So you want to put in about your company, and I'm going to go ahead actually and go over here and show you what it looks like for the job seeker as well. Oops. So you can see what you're putting in and what they see. Well, I'm going to have to go back to the event and go log into it because it timed out on me. Nope, that's the wrong event. My bad. Look at me. I guess my boss was right, Heather. Well, I'll just do this. I'll go ahead and run through this. So right here, as you see, you've got the organizational overview. So you put that in there, that information in. Most people just copy and paste, but it's an HTML box. So if you'd like to, you can put links in there, or you can put videos or pictures if you want. Then right here, you have 3 custom links in the booth that you can put in. So you can name them whatever you want and link them to whatever you want for whatever information or you would like to share with the job seekers. And then we also have social media links as well. So if you come in right here, you can put any information in it. If you want to use Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, or YouTube, you can use those. If not, you don't put any of that information in, that the buttons will not show up in the booth. When you're done with that, you just want to click save, and it'll tell you that the profile is edited. The next step is editing the booth. So if you click here as you're building the booth, you can see what the booth looks like for the job seeker. So right here, this where you put that organization info in, this is what the job seeker is going to see. That's the information that's put into that HTML box. You also have the 3 links like I showed you, they're right here. So you can put them in if you want or not, that's up to you. Right here is where the company logo appears in the booth. And then down here is the social media as well. Then we also, if you would like to click on this pencil right here, we have 10 different booth designs that you guys can choose from. So you can pick from whichever booth design you would like for your company to have. Once you pick whichever one you would like, you just click save. And that's what it's going to look like for the job seeker when they come into your booth. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, on the dashboard, you're going to want to go to recruiters. So the main person who registers a booth on the platform is the main recruiter. So all Jason had to do, his information is already in here. All he had to do to add me was click on add recruiter. And then he put my name in, gave me an email, gave me a password, and click save. And then all you have to do is send that, what you create for the recruiter, to them, as well as the registration link for the event, and ask them to just log in. Don't ask them to register, just ask them to log in. Once they log in, it'll create a recruiter profile for them. They can come in here and click on the pencil. They can upload a logo if they want. They can put their name in, make it whatever they'd like to. They can change their password if they want. And here's where they can also, any recruiter can add predefined messages. So if you have canned messages or something you say a lot, all you have to do is click add, type in whatever you would like for it to say, and then click save recruiter when you're done entering them. And all of these will show up. So when I go to have a chat with someone in the booth, which I will show you in a couple of minutes, it'll show right here. All I have to do is press the button and it'll send it right to them. We do have internal video, and some organizations do not allow our internal video through their firewall. If that's the case and you want to have a video interview with a job seeker, all you have to do is put a link for whichever video platform your company allows you to use in one of these quick replies or predetermined messages, and it'll drop a clickable link into the chat for the job seeker to be able to click on and then have a video interview if you want. Again, we do have video capabilities on the platform, but there are just a few companies out there that don't let it through through their firewalls. The other thing to point out too is you can have as many recruiters and as many predefined messages as you would like. So there's no limit on those, depending on how many people you want to have in the booth on the day of the event. The next step is job vacancies. That's very easy to do. You just job title, the city where the job is, the number of vacancies. And then in this event right now, we have several different sub events as well. So you're just going to click whichever sub event you would like the job to be in. Then you can put the job description right here in this HTML box as well. So for example, this one right here, it's accountant, the city, the number of vacancies, the job description, and then we put it in all of these sub events right here. The next step is on the day of the event. You're going to come into the booth, and this is where I'm going to need to go back here. Let's go here, and I'm going to log in go over and log in as a job seeker. All right, so I'm a job seeker here, and I'm going to come in. I'm going to go down. This is what it looks like to them. They're just in each sub event or category. All the companies that are in each category are going to look like this, and then I'm just going to go down to our Gone Fishing booth, which is where I was. And you see, it's the same booth setup that I just changed it to. Here's all the information as well, and then here's the event organizer logo up here at the top. So I'm going to come back here. And as you see now, I'm in the booth on the day of the event. So what I did to go to here is all I did was, just to remind you, I clicked on my events on the day of the event and went into the event. If you've been on multiple events, you just pick whichever event you're currently attending. So inside the booth on the day of the event, it looks like this. So right here, these are everyone who submitted resumes. So if Jason submitted the resume for accounting, I can click right here. I can look at his resume, see if he's a good fit. I also, when the job seeker comes into the booth, it populates right here. It shows them as a visitor. I can look at the resume at that point as well. And then we also have what's called the chat that follows in our platform. So we tell everyone that's attending an event as a recruiter, say hello to anyone that enters the booth, because even if they end up leaving the booth and going to another booth, you can still chat with them throughout the platform. So they can be in another booth. So they can be talking to multiple recruiters or companies at the same time, and you guys can be doing the same thing. As you see, I sent a message to Drew, said hello. He says hello back. So the conversation's going right now between us. Hopefully, I don't know if I shared audio, but there's a chime for you as well. Anytime there's a message sent, there's a chime. So when you're in the booth on the day of the event, the visitors are going to populate vertically. So if you're working by yourself, you just click from one to the next one to the next one, and you can have multiple conversations. If you have multiple recruiters in the booth, as you see, it shows that I am the job seeker right here, and Drew, the recruiter, spoke to me. So if they come into the booth and you see someone and they have a name below them, that tells you that another recruiter in the booth has already spoken with them. Now you can still communicate with them as well, but that's to keep you guys from stepping on each other's toes. Another thing too you can do, if it starts to get really busy in the booth and you have multiple recruiters, you can click on show only my chats, and that will show only your chat. So it'll be easier to keep up. Most recruiters don't, though. They just keep it open because everything scrolls vertically here. So the more people that come in and more conversations that are had, they're able to look at them and follow them as well. Right up here is where those predefined messages are. So if you wanted to invite them to have that video interview, because you know, where is that? Right there. Click on that. It sends the message right over to them. If they say yes to you, all you have to do is, and we suggest that we recommend that you guys ask them before you just send them a video invite. You click on this camera icon right here. And if you haven't done it before, it's going to prompt you and it's going to ask you to allow access from your video camera on your computer as well as your audio of your computer. Make sure you allow that, because otherwise, if you try to use the video and you don't allow that, there won't be a connection made between you and the job seekers. As you see right here, when you click on that camera, it sends a video chat to the job seeker. They can accept or deny. I'm going to deny it because I'm doing this, but if they do accept, it's going to look like this. So that's our CEO, that's myself. You see my curtains behind me, so I'm in the same spot. If you want to, you can minimize the screen while you're doing the video chat. Now this is all within the platform. That way you can still be looking at the text chat, or you can be looking at the resume while you're doing the video interview. All right. The last thing to show you is the reports to pull after the event. So this job seeker tab right here, if you click on it, you can pull multiple reports. This report here is submitted resumes. So this will have the contact information of everyone who submitted resumes in your booth during the event. Right here under the actions, you can click to download the resume. If you want to look at their resume, you can put notes in about them if you would like to. So if you have a good interview, you can come over here and find them and put notes in about them. You can look at the actions they took in the booth. And then you can also review the chat logs if you would like. If you want to pull this report and have it sent to your email, all you have to do is click Request Export, put your email address in, and within a couple of minutes, you're going to get a zip file from us, and it's going to have a CSV file in it with their contact information, as well as all the way down to the notes that you put in about them. And then you're also going to get a folder with a PDF copy of resumes of everyone who submitted their resumes in the booth. The same thing goes for visitors. The visitors report is just everyone who visited your booth during the event. And then you can also download the chats if you would like to as well. All right, that's all I have for training and best practices. Go ahead and open it up. I didn't see any. Oh, there's some chats. All right, so I'll go start at the top. Your logo in is right here. When you register for the event, you just click right here on this icon, this upload icon, and then you pick your logo, whatever logo you would like to have. All right. Where is the section to update your booth? Bertenda, go ahead and if you want to unmute, you ask, I'm not sure what you mean by that question.
You mentioned that we can customize the booth. Where was that?
Are you talking about the look?
Yes.
Okay, so profile, edit booth,
Okay.
and then you click on the pencil.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Cynthia, is there a way to test a video interview before the event? The only way to do that would be to open the event up early and have someone go in as a job seeker and do that, but I don't think the event's being opened up early. Here's the thing, if you try to send a video, you know, obviously as soon as the event starts, you can test it. But if you try to send a video and then like nothing comes back, you want to make sure you're communicating with them first. But yeah, the only way to do it, I hate to stumble over my words, but the only way to do it would be to open it up early. Yeah, that's the only way that you would be able to test it. But if you do, like I said, if you send it to someone and then it doesn't work, you're gonna know, like if it's your firewall that's blocking it, your picture is gonna show up like in your camera's gonna work, but then there won't be a picture for them. You know, it'll just be a black screen, and that's how you know your firewall's blocking it, and then that you're gonna need to create your own video call on Zoom or WebEx or Teams or whatever you guys use. Or Ken, did you need to create a recruiter at the prison? No, you don't need to recruit. The person who creates the booth is automatically entered as a recruiter. So that's where it shows up right here. And then in the profile, you see that's the same information as the contact name. All right. Is there a way to test the same thing? Yeah, Jennifer, on the day and time of the event, which let's see, 10 o'clock your time on Wednesday, you probably want to log in, maybe 15 minutes early and just make sure your login works and you're in the booth and up and running, or even 10 or 5 minutes early. But yeah, that's the only thing to really do. And then you can hang out. The nice thing is too, while you're doing this, when you get a message in the booth, you'll get a chime. So as you're sitting there waiting for people to come in, you could be doing other things and keep an eye on it. But if anyone sends you a message, there'll be a chime, so you'll be alerted to that. So you could log in early, because you don't have to really pay much attention before the event, just to make sure everything's set up and your login works. All right. For jobs or Eric. No, currently, that's one of the things, when you put the jobs, in the job description, you put those requirements in, asking, if they have, to say that they need to have certain certifications. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. And unfortunately, you can't prevent someone who's not qualified from clicking clicking submit or submitting a resume to it. But it's real easy to just ask the question once they do click on it, saying, just ask them, do you have this certification? Does anyone else have any questions? Feel free to unmute and speak up if you want. Anthony, did I miss anything? Okay,
Drew, this is Robert with Hyundai. Got a quick question.
Yep.
Hey, I've used the site a lot and I've had great success, but can you please remind me, because I always get confused, the show all chats or the show only my chat, which one should be highlighted blue? You know what I mean? Because sometimes I have to kind of remember and I have to keep clicking back and forth.
So right now,
When you're in your chat, when you're in your booth, yes.
yeah, when I'm in my booth, I just clicked it to show all chats. That's why it's showing up blue like that.
Okay.
If I click show only my, it shows up as the white.
Yep, no problem. Then I need the blue. Okay, thanks.
Yep. I missed anything, Anthony?
I think you covered some of the key things. One thing, if I could recommend, we call it a powwow. Recommend to all employers, have a powwow with your team at least 15 to 20 minutes before what you're looking for. Engage all the employers engage all the job seekers that visit your page. Sorry, am I clear? Sometimes my
Yes.
mic. Engage all job seekers who visit your site. Remember your recruiters. If you unlimited recruiters, but make sure that you give them their password before the day of the event so that they could go in and test it. And those are some of the key things that we have noticed. Predefined messages saves you time. Everybody, you're the only person who's going to be reaching out to the candidates via the video call. You're the only person who can engage them. And I think some of those are the key things that I recall hearing from other employers. I think you covered all the rest, Drew.
Yeah, and you definitely handle a lot more of these type of things than I do.
It's all good.
All right, well, if nobody has any questions, I guess we can wrap it up. Heather, Kathleen, you have anything you'd like to close with?
Go ahead, Heather.
Sorry. No, I would just like to say, again, thank you for being a part of this. We really hope this goes well. Drew and Anthony from the county have been very helpful and significant into putting this on, and we appreciate them and their time. I think Drew's going to plan on reaching out to anybody, who wasn't probably a part, or if your booth isn't set up by tomorrow. I think that's what it is. If you guys or your team aren't set up by tomorrow, Drew's going to personally reach out to you. If you have any questions on the technical side, you're more than welcome to contact us and we will help you and figure out best we can to get this moving. We are going to be here at the chamber monitoring things from the office. You can always call our office. And I will put that in the chat. I'll put both of our emails. And it's heather@anaheimchamber.org, Kathleen @anaheimchamber.org, and our phone number is
Uh-oh.
what?
Do you want to give that out?
It's not, it's fine. Our office line is 714-758-0222. And we will do our best the day of to help resolve anything that's going on. We have a line to Drew.
Yep.
And if anything happens, we can always reach out to him too if we can't answer it on our end. But anyways, thank you, everybody. If you do have any other questions, please email them or call, and we'll do our best. Anything, Anthony?
Real quick, so there was one question that someone asked that I missed. Right here, job vacancies in the dashboard, job vacancies, and that's where you enter the jobs. And then also too, we have our support in our email for support here is if you have issues, as well as Heather, Anthony, myself. So you're gonna be able to get answers real quickly if you guys do have any issues.
Cool. All right, guys, if you guys are good, then thank you again. Wednesday, big day, and I wish you guys luck. Let us know.
Have a
All
great
right.
day, guys. And great
Thank
minute.
you.
Thank you.